What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So look, I'm subscribed to Say Cheese TV, ran by Sean Cotton. And so Sean is on there and he's interviewing Charleston White. I didn't even watch the interview, but I saw a really nice headline, a title of the video. And I'm like, man, I need to do a video on that because I got a lot to say about that. And the title of the video, I'm paraphrasing, but it was something like, is karma a real thing? He was asking Charleston White, does he believe karma is a real thing? It was something like Charleston and Sean's Cotton discuss if karma is a real thing. Is karma a real thing? Now, a lot of people's concept of karma is, you do something bad and that bad thing is going to come right back to you, right? If you do a bad, some bad little activity that you engage in, it's going to come right back to you in a negative way. I don't believe in karma in the form like that, right? I believe in karma like the energy that you put out into this world comes back to you. I firmly believe in that. I believe in energy for sure. I believe if you live a life full of positivity, positive things will come back to you. I'm not saying nothing bad gonna happen to you because some bad things can happen, right? It's bad things can happen. It can happen at any point to anybody. But I believe if you live a life full of positivity, that for the most part, a lot of positive stuff gonna come your way. I believe if you lead a life full of negativity, the negative stuff gonna come your way, right? And I feel like I've experienced this firsthand. Growing up in school, growing up in Chicago, period, I knew a lot of people from all walks of life. I knew people who lived, straight edge life. I was a straight edge person, for the most part. Didn't smoke, didn't drink, nothing like that. I got good grades, all of that. I ain't gang bang, none of that. But then I also knew people who live life in the middle, right? They gang affiliated, they might drink, but they don't smoke. They still graduated school, whatever. Then I knew people who was fully invested in the street life, fully invested in gang banging, gun toting, all that. Right, and I look at the lives of all the people that I just named, all the different people, and I knew a lot of the people who I knew that was fully invested in street life, like it came back to them in a negative way. Let me tell a story. So when I was in high school, man, I went to Morgan Park High School on the south side of Chicago. I go to Morgan Park, and Morgan Park was a popular high school in Chicago. Like a lot of people, everybody know about MP. I wanted to go to Morgan Park because I knew all the pretty girls went there. My big brother, God rest his soul, my big brother, he went to Morgan Park. He played football at Morgan Park, won a city championship for Morgan Park. And I would go to the games and I would be like, oh my God, look at this environment. It was just a dope environment to be in. So I say to just say a lot of us, even though it was a school with a whole bunch of kids in there, a lot of us knew each other. So I knew this young dude, I'm not going to say his name. When he came into school, little kid trying to play football, ended up being a wrestler. He was a good kid. He was a good kid from around the way, just chilling and, little pint-sized dude. All the girls, oh, he's so cute. I want to say this is freshman year. By the time we got to our senior year, he was not going to graduate. He got all the way to the senior year. He became really like a class clown type of dude. He didn't graduate. He knew he wasn't going to graduate, and they told him that. Once we went on and graduated, we went to college. I saw him go down a downward spiral. And I've told this story on here before. He started to become heavily gang affiliated. And then it went from gang affiliated to just straight up gang banging, right? Straight up, he was straight up BD. And, I'm friends with him on Facebook, and I saw his social media get darker and darker. Like, he doing drugs, talking about lean, pills, smoking weed heavily, drinking. He dissing dead ops, other rival gang members, the dead ones. He dissing them. He talking crazy on social media. He talking about he'll do this, that, and the third. He running wild in the streets. He got guns on him, etc. Now I'm looking at him like, man, what the fuck happened? After he found out he wasn't graduating, this just stuff went downward spiral. And I'm looking at him dissing dead gang members, and I'm like, shorty going down the wrong route. And he like for real, and he he don't even know it. So by the time I graduate college, I graduated from undergrad, Mississippi Valley, 2015. I graduate undergrad, and he still, I come home for the summer, he talking crazy on social media still. Now, at some point, he talking crazy to all the different gang members. You know, he hanging with some popular little drill rappers too. One of them, 600 Breezy, he kicking it with Breezy coming to his hood and all that, right? Then, I want to say about, one day he said, I don't think I'm going to live long, right? And he talking wild, talking reckless. And eventually, a couple of months later, he got killed, right? And so I saw for years the negative energy he was just emitting, dissing dead gang members, hanging out with gang members, toting guns, being ultra disrespectful to other people, dead gang members, all of that, being just heavily into it. I don't know what else he was doing. But eventually the negative energy he was putting out all the time, unfortunately, it came back to him. And what's sad is really sad because he wasn't always like that. Somewhere along the way, he lost his way. I don't know if it came from the embarrassment of him knowing he was going to have to possibly repeat our senior year of high school and all of that, and he didn't go back to school. I don't know. It was a lot of a culmination of things. It just went all the way downhill for him, and I felt bad because I knew him. He was a cool shorty, and it's like, damn, he went down the other way. Another time, man, I remember another dude I went to school with. Me and him got real cool. But he was a street dude, though. A street dude all the way, through and through. But what's crazy is he graduated high school, though. He graduated high school, all of that. But he was a wild dude, man. I remember this. We in high school, this is like our junior year. And, you know, some freshmen, you can tell a freshman. They be having all their whole little tray piled up, walking with their tray a certain way. My man's got up. I didn't see this, but my homegirl didn't tell me. They said he got up, seen a little freshman walking with a lunch tray, flipped the lunch tray over, and the little dude was like, oh my God. He said, it's okay, man. All you got to do, go back in line and just get you another one. Right? And I'm looking like, now why the hell would he want to do that to that little boy? That's crazy. Right? You know what I mean? This ain't jail. What the hell? But then, you know, he graduated all of that, but I seen him doing certain stuff. He cracking cards. He doing all type of, you know, you get into some illegal stuff. You know, he gang banging heavily, all of that. Looked like he dissing other ops, all that. Then eventually he got killed a few years ago. Right? And I'm like, damn, you know, I'm looking at all the negative stuff he was emitting for all of that time. Right? Seen another dude I know. One of the dudes I know, card cracking little dude too. Card cracking little dude, he BD too. Card cracking, he getting over on folks, getting over on people. He get over on somebody in his neighborhood, right? He wasn't living over there at the time, but he comes back over there. They catch him and they beat his ass. I'm talking about beat the shit out of him. For real. Like, face swole up, eyes blacked and everything. And I'm like, yeah, look at all the negative. You getting over, zeroing out people's bank accounts, taking them into debt, all type of crazy shit you out here doing. Look what happened. Look what come back to you. So all that negativity, though, those people that I was talking about was emitting, it came back to them. And look, what's crazy is I got a lot of love for all them individuals I named, but I could tell the way they was going, yo, it ain't going to turn out good. Because what you doing in the life that you leading. I compare that to the other people that I know. My homie, and I'm going to say these people's names. My homie Derek Jones from, you know, the Delta, Mississippi Delta, one of the poorest regions in America. My boy Derek came to Mississippi Valley State, majoring. He was a mathematics major. I'm talking about like one of the most resourceful people I ever knew, one of the most helpful people I've ever known in my lifetime. Seriously, I told y'all I was Mr. Mississippi Valley State University. In order for me to run, I have to have my service learning hours, a certain amount of community service hours to do it. I was going away at a media day at Ole Miss, University of Mississippi. Mississippi Valley State, they took us to Ole Miss Media Day. We doing all type of stuff there. The last day for me to put my name in to run for Mr. MVSU, that was the last day. I'm out, you know, enjoying Media Day. My homie Derek like, hey, because he was SGA president. Malcolm, you still want to run? I'm like, yeah. He said, well, you know, they calling you. They asking you where your hours at. I say, oh, I submitted it to the lady. He said, oh, You got to go and turn to something, do something else. He said, I'll go run over there to go do it for you. Right? My man's helped me out, and I became Mr. Mississippi Valley State. You know what I mean? He put my stuff, helped me go get my stuff put in. Went on to go to school to get his master's degree in mathematics, got his PhD in mathematics. He married now with a little bitty baby girl, living out in Maryland, doing his thing, making good money, all of that, right? But he was always emitting positive energy, helping everybody. We at school, me and my boy Melvin ain't had no car. Derek taking us to go to McDonald's to go get something to eat. So, well, I was talking about 11 at night, 10 at night, sometimes midnight, taking us to go get something to eat, no problem. You know what I mean? And that's love. But all the positive energy he was emitting out to the world, helping people he didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? Giving people rides back from the gas station across the highway from the school. People he really didn't even know that well. All that good stuff came back to him. You know what I mean? Like, I think about people like that. You know what I mean? I think about even the times when, and my boy Melvin used to tell me this all the time, even the times, and I'm not as good as Derek Jones is, but times that I was doing things the right way and good stuff came back to me. And I'm like, yo, this is my energy that's returning, positive energy returning to me. My boy Melvin tell me talk about how, like, when I was, you know, at Mississippi Valley, I was nice to everybody. I didn't, even if it was a woman, I may not even be attracted to her. I was nice to her and treated her the same way I treated the girl that I was super attracted to, right? Respectful to people. You know, I was always, you know, respectful. I was always real mannerable to people. If I could help you in a way, I was gonna help you. You know, it was times where I may have given people food to eat. That, like, sometimes people I really didn't know that well. Especially my homie Blake, bringing folks in my room when he wants snacks and I don't even know the other person. But yeah, and so when I did certain things like that, when, you know, looking out for one of my homies that he was having money trouble, and I was a graduate, not a grad assistant. I was a work study student, and I was getting my work study checks along with the refund. I'm helping my homie out, whatever. When I did those things, good stuff came back to me. I got great opportunities for myself that helped me in the long run. You know what I mean? So think about all the positive energy you put out to this world. I watched my mama, man. My mama, one of the most giving people I ever met in my life. She could not have much, and she gonna give you as much as she can give you, right? She can, you know, she may not be able to help you at this moment, but sometimes she gonna find somebody that could help you. She gonna lead you in the direction of somebody that could help you. It's times where my mama knows somebody got a little baby in the family. She gonna get them a gift just because, right? She gonna try to get them gifts, and that person give just because she know you gonna be at the house, or she know you just had a baby, or she know you may need some stuff. She always thinking about other people, a real, true, selfless person. My mama helped me with my children, right? She helped my auntie, my other auntie. She helped, you know, all these countless people. You know, every time somebody having a birthday party, she like, no, I'm gonna come and give them a gift. I'm gonna give them some money. I'm gonna get them and do that. You know what I mean? She always been that type of person. And so when I watch things happen to my mom, good things, I know it's because of the energy she put out into this world. She always been a thoughtful person. She always, you know, concerned with, oh, do you have what you need? Do you have this? Do you have that? And so all the good things always, you know, happen to her. It was times, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man, living in Chicago, you know, I'm super close to my dad. Me and my dad talk nearly every day. That's my dad is my heart, just like my mama is my heart, right? But I was raised in a house with my mama. It was times where we struggling to make ends meet, or struggling with bills and stuff like that, and certain good stuff just happened. We figure it out. You know what I mean? And so my mama would figure it out and get it done. I mean, well, not my mama. Yeah, my mama would try to figure some stuff out, but good things that happen to her in order for her to help her figure it out. You know, things when we least expect it. And I'm like, yo, that's from the energy that she's emitting to this world. The good stuff is coming back to her. And so it's working out in her favor, man. And so I believe karma is a real thing, but it's not, oh, you do one bad thing, something bad come to you. It's the lifestyle that you lead. If you doing things the right way, good stuff gonna come right back to you, and you gonna have an abundance of blessings. And so I believe karma is a real thing, but not based on one or two incidents. It's the lifestyle that you out here living, how you living it, how you carrying yourself in this world. That's the way I think karma works in that way. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Peace.